Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today is a huge day for MW2 news. We got some very spicy information, to say the least, starting first with our official look at the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault. Weapon Vaults are a brand new thing coming with MW2 and Warzone 2, but alongside this, we also got some brand new information on the Gunsmith for MW2 and Warzone 2, which, as we've talked about based on the information that they gave us when I saw the game early, is crazy upgraded from Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1. But first, let's go ahead, let's look at what this Cinder Weapon Vault actually is. So this is a Twitter video. Unfortunately, that means the quality is a little bit less than ideal, but it's still doable. So access the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault. Instantly unlock all 50 attachments. So presumably that also would indicate that there's going to be 50 weapon levels within Modern Warfare here, at least on this specific gun, but you get all the attachments right away. Mix and match for your unique style. So essentially what this is doing is, as we know with the blueprints now in Warzone, it's super annoying because let's say you have something that is like, looks like this, and you want to keep this look, but you want maybe a better stock or a better barrel because they don't work with your meta setup. If you change the stock or you change the barrel, the whole look of the gun breaks. This would not be the case with these weapon vaults. They would essentially stay the same. They keep the consistent look regardless of the attachments you're using. So you can mix and match any of the attachments you want, which I think is super cool. Retain the Cinder design with any build. So exactly what I just said, which, like I said, this is a huge upgrade. I have a feeling they're probably going to end up, you know, putting the vault packs as like more expensive versions of store bundles, you know, make their money off of them because they are giving you a lot more than what maybe a basic blueprint would do, where you change the stock and it ruins the whole look, or you change the barrel and it ruins the whole look. But these vault packs honestly are going to be really, really cool, just simply because of the fact that you can have the consistent look regardless of the setup you're using. Now today we also have the preload for the beta, specifically on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. If you end up getting an early access code for the beta, whether you got that through a retailer, through watching you know, Call of Duty Champs or elsewhere, or if you digitally pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store, you can now preload the beta. Again, this is only for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, but if you want to get it downloaded ahead of time, you can do so. That way, right as the servers are live, you can jump in and grind out. Also, the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault, if you bought the Vault Edition, that blueprint is going to be available in the beta, so you could just start wrecking everyone with that right away, a fully maxed out weapon at level 1. But yeah, beta is downloadable right now on PlayStation. If you go and open it, it just gives you like the basic loading screen. You obviously can't get on the servers yet, but you can preload it right now. All right, so slight change of plans. All right, Call of Duty did release a video showing off some of the blueprints and how the gunsmith works in like a dev interview. I have tried to upload the video twice now, once breaking down the entire video. It's 3 minutes long in and of itself. Just in general, that got a copyright claim. Then I tried to do it again with no audio so that it wouldn't get a claim, and it still got a copyright claim. So they did give us a blog. This gives us the same details as what the video did, just obviously in written form here. So we're gonna go through this and break down what exactly is going on with the Gunsmith. So created by Infinity Ward, the new Gunsmith revamps this vital creation tool from MW 2019, based in part on learning from the community, along with IW's commitment to making a broader and more explorative weapon builder. This gunsmith's initial features can be defined by the following bullet points. Weapon platforms. So every gun is going to have 10 different attachment slots, right? You can only use 5 at a time, but one of them is going to be the receiver. And this is essentially defining what the gun is, whether it's a rifle, that's a rifle, whether it's a rifle SMG hybrid, a rifle LMG hybrid, so on and so forth. Grow and upgrade a weapon far beyond its class to truly customize your loadout. Evolve your weapon platform from an assault rifle to an SMG, DMR, or an LMG by swapping receivers on a specific platform using the full suite of attachments to support your weapon's role. Progression overhaul. Thanks to the weapon platforms, aka the receivers, and the branching progression, which is like the family trees essentially that we've talked about before, attachments are shared within the weapons between weapon platforms. So this means once you unlock one attachment, it'll be shared between all of your weapon platforms and you don't have to unlock it again. Depending on the attachment, it is either unlocked for all weapons within a platform or unlocked for every single other weapon in the game. And my friends, this is huge for weapon leveling and just, you know, the grind, if you will, for the weapons in the game. You are going to be able to unlock some attachments once and for every gun in the game. This includes some of the basic things like the muzzles, barrels, different things like that. It's going to be awesome because it's going to save so much time for everyone trying to grind out all the weapon levels, right? Expect reduced repetitiveness and reasonable challenges to unlock attachments in camouflage. And if you crave a journey towards mastery, don't worry, we have that plan too. So obviously they are teasing the mastery camos there, but just in general, the grind this year is going to be so much more user-friendly and less repetitive and obnoxious and just monotonous, if you will. There's also going to be a firing range officially confirmed now to test your loadouts because there's going to be so much customization. For instance, we can see here our first image where you have a muzzle, barrel, laser, optic, stock, rear grip, the receiver, which is the most important part, magazine, ammunition, and your underbarrel. And you go into the receiver and you get all sorts of different options. Like, for instance, on the M4, you have the M16, you got the 5.56 Icarus, you got the FTAC Recon, the FFS Hurricane. That's all part of the different receiver options here that basically change how this weapon handles and how it feels, which is very, very cool. You see here's how to swap receivers in the Gunsmith using the M4 and M16 as an example. Note how all attachments are retained despite switching. So when you unlock a certain foregrip for the M4, it's also going to be unlocked for the M16, and if applicable, it's also going to be unlocked for an MP5 or an MP7 or a sniper, so on and so forth, which I love it. It's such an exciting feature and change. It's going to make life so much easier. Just like in previous games, leveling up a weapon unlocks attachments. In MW2, these include receivers. Changing a weapon's receiver completely alters what the weapon is. It's considered a new weapon in building a loadout. In the case of the Temperis Armaments M4 weapons platform, there are 4 receivers in addition to the base M4 that we just covered, obviously. Each new receiver can be seen in its designated weapon categories in the loadout screen. However, while editing any weapon that's a part of the larger weapon platforms, you can simply swap. So in the LMGs, you'll be able to see the FSS Hurricane. In the SMGs, you'll be able to see the Icarus or whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure I got those wrong, but you get the point. They'll be there in the actual progression screen, but you can also do it very quickly within the actual progression tab here too, which again, I think is super convenient. Also, you'll notice in this picture, weapon level 1 out of 20. I'm not sure if that means there's only 20 weapon levels here, but that's definitely something that is very interesting. In leveling up weapons for the platforms, you unlock 2 types of attachments. The first is for specific weapon platforms, so that's the receivers, barrels, stocks, grips, and magazines. Those are shareable within just the platforms, so just the rifles, just the SMGs, their family trees, if you will. The second attachments can be used across all the weapons. Those are the optics, the ammunition, the underbarrels, the foregrips, and the muzzles. So those 5 areas, once you unlock one muzzle, you get it on every single gun in the game, which is awesome to hear. For example, let's punch into the M4's progression. At weapon level 1 and 2, you unlock the reflex optic and the muzzle attachment. Once those are unlocked, they can be used on any gun. So exactly like I just said. Such fantastic news for the grind, and that's going to make everyone's lives so much easier. Weapon levels 3 and 4, meanwhile, contain attachments that are used in the specific platform. The barrel and the 45-round mag, those can be used across all weapons in the M4/Tempest Armaments weapon platform, so any of those M4 variants that are on this list here. It's a little bit complex at first, but I think once we all get our hands on it, it's going to be super easy. And obviously, as we talked about earlier, with the different weapon vaults, all these attachments are going to look the same on a weapon, and it automatically unlocks all 50 of the attachments available. As far as the weapon levels go with the 1 through 20, though, I'm curious to see what the max level is going to be. Again, we might learn more about that in the beta. Outside of this, though, which is more talking about the weapon vaults, really, but definitely some very, very cool news here. There's also 4 perks confirmed now. For whatever reason, we have 2 perks in perk 1 and then 1 and 2 and 3. That was seen in the actual video and shown there. If you guys want to check out the video, it's on the COD YouTube channel. Like I said, I would have loved to play it in this video, but unfortunately, it just kept giving me a copyright claim, which messes it up for publishing. So kind of sucky, but it is what it is. We still get the same information out of this. That said, that'll wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Every day, I got you covered with everything going on with MW2, Warzone 2, Warzone 1 now. It's all right here. Feel free to turn on those noties as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.